Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of planet Mercury, which on June 7th will transit the sign of Taurus, and from June 7th till June 23rd is going to be strengthened in the sign of its very good friend planet Venus over there. So guys, as you know that Mercury becomes a very important planet for all of us because Mercury has got a strong say over all aspect of communication, travel, business and commercial dealings. Mercury also represents your relationship with your siblings, with your paternal or maternal aunts, with your maternal relatives in short as well. And also guys, because a lot many times people get confused. Affliction to moon can actually make you depressive, can actually make you very anxious. But the affliction to Mercury can actually create issues over the comprehension, over how you perceive things, how you break down information, or it also tells about your learning capacity as well. That is the only reason guys, in all those cases where people have got expertise over different languages, people who are very well traveled, people who are very good multitasker, very good executive abilities, you will definitely find Mercury to be well placed in their chart, like the way so-called gift of gab. Now guys, when we talk about Mercury's transit, so definitely during this time it becomes a sigh of relief, or it becomes very important because as you know that Mars and Venus are right now conjunct in Cancer, which is not a very good and constructive energy. Whenever Mars and Venus they co-joins in the water sign, it all the time gives passion-driven, headless, rash actions, or not being able to accept rejection or failures very gracefully. Jupiter is also conjunct with Rahu. So over and above that, when Mercury was there in the Aries, it was a very sensitive placement because Mercury does not see Aries or the planet Mars as its good friend. And over and above that, Rahu was also placed over there. So a lot many people during this time have got deceived, or they have become victim to online scam, online fraud. I'm very much sure a lot many people would have taken some very headless or very reckless actions or decision as well. Now guys, the good part is that all those problems now will stop bothering you. If you have been subjected to all these kind of Ponzi scheme or scams or fraud calls, or regretting because of your own impulsive action, so now things are gonna come to a calm water because now Mercury is going to be transiting in the Taurus sign. And guys, as you know that all the attributes of Taurus, because in the original Kalpurush Kundli, Taurus represents how we manage our finances, what all virtues and ethics and values are very close to us, our relationship with our immediate family environment. So the transit of Mercury over here will definitely take your attention, take your intelligence in managing all these areas very gracefully, very smoothly in your life. So okay guys, now let's shift our discussion to the customized results for all the lagnas. And also guys, when it comes down to the remedy, so I always give emphasis that if you have to fix Mercury, so be very respectful towards your sister, towards your maternal aunts and relatives. Feeding birds give very good results. If you are in any of those countries, donating to the eunuchs is possible. You can also consider doing that. And also guys, worship of Lord Ganesha and recitation of Vishnu Sahasranam or Narayan Kvacham is one of the best remedy of appeasing the energy of planet Mercury in your life. So okay guys, now starting with the customized results, starting first with the Aries Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, definitely Mercury is not a very auspicious favorable planet for you, and it is going to be transiting in your second house. So basis the sign placement and the house placement, it might remain a good news specifically for all those people who are in banking industry or anything to do with the family business. You are working in any of the fields where expertise over different languages or mathematical skills or teaching and training is an integral part of your line of work, then this transit or this presence of Mercury in your second house is going to be a very beneficial transit for you. And also guys, let's say for example, if you lately have been subjected to a lot of stress, lot of anxiety, or difficulty in focusing on things, or not being able to multitask, handle things in a right way, so I'm very much sure that now with this entry of Mercury in your second house, things are gonna get better for you. So definitely guys, whether we talk about your financial point of view, even from the travel perspective as well, this is going to be a very favorable transit of Mercury in your second house for all the Aries Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Taurus Lagna natives, definitely guys, it's going to be a very good news for you, because now finally Mercury is coming out of your 12th house and it is going to be transiting in your first house. Guys, you have to understand this thing that Mercury definitely represents intelligence for all of us, but in your case it specifically becomes very important, because for the Taurus Lagna natives, Mercury has got the rulership over your 5th house of your intelligence, and this is a kind of a typical yoga. Like, I will not be surprised if this is a kind of a combination if someone has in their birth chart, natal chart, that being a Taurus Lagna, you have Mercury and Rahu conjunct in the 12th house. These are those people who have very late learning or learning disability, not being able to focus, or dyslexia. So this can give rise to so many issues. So I'm very much sure that I do not know how this transit treated you when Mercury, your 5th house lord, and the 2nd house lord was there in the 12th house conjunct with Rahu, but now finally it is going to be out of the clutches of Rahu from your 12th house, which is going to be a very good news. So definitely guys, anything to do with the financial matters, investments, speculation, even from the student's point of view, this is going to be a very good transit. You will be able to multitask very well. And also guys, during this time, if you are in line of work where you have to do a lot of public speaking or anything to do with the public performances and all as well, this is going to be a very harmonious time. The good part over here is that guys, all of those anxiety, nervousness, stage fright, or nervous system, skin related issue, if you have been subjected to that, so now all of that is going to be a matter of past, and now Mercury will start giving you good results. Now guys, for all the Gemini Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case, Mercury has got the rulership over your Lagna in itself. It is your ascendant lord and the lord of your 4th house as well, and it is going to be transiting in your 12th house. Guys, although this is not a very healthy transit for your ascendant lord, but at the end of the day, the good part is that it is out of the clutches of Rahu. Now that is a different case, that Mercury Rahu combination in the 11th house can actually give you wealth of the highest order, but still guys, I would say influence of Rahu over Mercury might pervert our thought process, or instigate us, provoke us towards some wrong unethical moves as well. So now finally your ascendant lord is out of the clutches of Rahu, and its transit in the 12th house will definitely benefit all those people if your life running around is connected with the 12th house. Anything to do with the import export nature of work. Right now you have been trying for immigration related concerns, overseas settlement, admission in a foreign university. If you are right now hovering around these prospects, there could be success for you. And guys, during this time suddenly expenses can definitely go high, and because Mercury has got the rulership over your 4th house as well, so a lot of the domestic issues might be troubling you in the back of the mind. So I would say that manage and handle your family life, your domestic life in a very graceful way. And lastly guys, beyond any doubt, keep a check on your expenses, and if your life aspirations right now are aligned with the foreign land or with the 12th house, so success is assured. Now guys, for all the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that Mercury is not a very favorable planet for your Lagna, and in the transit it is going to be transiting in your 11th house. So guys, the good part over here is that when we talk about anything to do with the material gains point of view, this could be a very auspicious time for you, specifically if you are connected in those line of work like sales, media, marketing, pyramid marketing, if all of that is your integral part of work. Also I would say that event management or managing big events, if that is what your portfolio is, that is what your job title is or your business is. So very good news can be anticipated. Like this is a typical time when lot many people remain lucky in grabbing some very big opportunities, big tenders or big projects as well. So guys, when we talk about from the material point of view, this could be a very good time for you. And also guys, this is actually a time of multitasking, of socializing, networking with people. So overall guys, I'm not seeing you vulnerable. Like rather I would say that because from the past couple of weeks, Mercury was conjunct with Rahu in your 10th house. So let's say for example, if you have not got the right set of opportunities to put your best foot forward, or you have been subjected to office politics and all, so you will get the clarity, truth will be revealed, and you will be able to project yourself with the best of your capabilities. So like let's say for example, if from the past couple of weeks your bosses are restraining you, not being able to let you perform with the best of your capabilities, so all those kind of restraining forces will stop bothering you. And for the students and all, and the performing artist and all, so any of the performances, good work done by you, let's say for example you featured in some project, in some movie, in some creative work, and it is getting released during this time, so appreciation, accolades for all those people as well. Now guys, for all the Leo Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case Mercury becomes a very important planet for you guys. It has got the rulership over both of the important houses of your finances and supplementary income and opportunities, and it is going to be transiting in your 10th house. So definitely guys, one thing is for sure that for anything to do with your business related front, this is going to be a very good news, because guys during this time Mercury is also going to be conjunct with your ascendant lord Sun as well over here. So definitely your communication is going to get glorified during this time. And let's say for example, if during this time you have been anticipating or planning some important reshuffling, restructuring in your financial planning, in your financial management, financial portfolio, so planets are definitely going to be supporting you. And also guys, this is actually going to be a very beneficial time for all those people in whose line of work, like heading very big projects or managing big teams or multitasking, if that is involved, so things will work out in your favor. So overall guys, in your professional front, it hardly matters how much pressure is coming to you, you will be able to multitask or manage it well. Any of the travels, any of the important meetings, any of the presentation, any of the performances given during this time will remain a lot in your favor. Now guys, for all the Virgo Lagna natives, definitely guys, it's the transit of your ascendant lord, and now it is going to be transiting to your 9th house. So definitely guys, for the Virgo Lagna, I would say that out of all the rising signs, is the Virgo Lagna native who will feel that a heavy burden is getting removed from their head. Because guys, ascendant lord in an enemy sign in the 8th house, in the influence of Rahu, was not a healthy energy. Like I'm not sure whether, or I cannot say that whether you remain subjected to anxiety or being a victim of online scams, fraud, Ponzi scheme, taking some reckless action, or being manipulated into things. If all of that has not touched you, has not bothered you, so trust me, count your blessings. So now definitely guys, your ascendant lord is going to be transiting in the 9th house, so this might facilitate a way of right set of guidance. Anything to do with the overseas travel, overseas interest will definitely support you, benefit you. Most important is that guys, luck will definitely support you in whichever area you have been feeling struck from the past couple of weeks, and all those restraining forces which were trying to misguide you or trying to instill evil thoughts in your mind or misguide you, so all those misguiding entities around you will be exposed. So overall guys, it's a very good time, I would say that, because I'm also looking at the way other planets are influencing you. So Saturn is definitely a very auspicious planet for you, transiting in the 6th house. So you are actually going through a time of doing hard work or laying foundation to some strong work being executed by you in your professional front. So overall guys, it's a very harmonious, very relieving time for the Virgo Lagna natives, and any of the travels, any of the overseas interest if you have, and if well executed during this time will remain a source of happiness and success. Now guys, definitely my favorite lagna, which is the Libra lagna natives. So guys, in your case, as you can see that Mercury was before transiting in your 7th house, being in the influence of Rahu over there, but now it is going to be transiting in your 8th house in the influence of Sun as well. And guys, when it comes down to Aries lagna and the Libra lagna, they do not have to worry much about what is going on in their 8th house, because somehow they have got innate capacity to handle that, because it's their ascendant lord only which has got the rulership over that house. So guys, I would say that because of this entry of Mercury, first of all, let's say for example, if you have been subjected to any of the confusion in the matters of your relationship, in the matters of your public image, like guys, I will not be surprised that because Mercury was there in an enemy sign in the 7th house, being in the influence of Rahu, if you are a public figure, that suddenly you have been subjected to any of the scandals, any of the scam where people have misinterpreted you, misinterpreted your intention, your moves, or within the relationship you have been subjected to a lot of fights, lot of misunderstanding. So all of that now is going to be a matter of the past. Now the second thing is that guys, because in your case, as you can see, Mercury has got the rulership over your 12th house and the 9th house. So with Mercury going in the 8th house, it is definitely going to be a very meditative time. So many Libra lagna natives will be invested in and lot of interest will suddenly be generated in meditation, in spiritual subjects, reading about all these texts. If all those people who are already engaged in research, exploration, astrology, occult subjects, you are, whether it's your interest or whether you are professionally operating on these domains, so success can be foreseen. And also guys, as you know that Mercury is going in the 8th house, so somehow this is actually a time when you will actually try to unravel many secrets. Interest in the secret subjects and mysterious topics will definitely be foreseen. But guys, the good part over here is that all the confusion and misunderstanding which has been troubling you, which has been bothering you, and your mind was struck in those negativity or negative things, I would say that now you are going to find a relief over here. And also guys, some sort of good return on the past investment can also be foreseen with this entry of Mercury in your 8th house. So guys, overall I only have good things to say, and Mercury's transit in the 8th house, I would say that specifically any of the ritual, any of the anushthan, any of the mantra upasana done during this time can actually create some very wonderful results, because at the end of the day Mercury is a very favorable, it's a very auspicious planet for your lagna. Now guys, for all the Scorpio lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that now things are going to become little bit better for you. Although guys, Mercury is not a very favorable planet for you, but you have to understand this thing that at the end of the day, Mercury is responsible for all of our communication, the way we break down information, the way we comprehend things. And Mercury's transit in the Aries, that too in the 6th house, in the influence of Rahu, was lot of kind of a misleading energy, or where your mind is struck on negativity, other people's faults, or getting into fault finding or nitpicking. So I would say that now all of that is going to be a matter of the past. Now Mercury is going to be transiting in your 7th house, which is a very good news for your commercial prospects, like whether you have your own business, you are a freelance person, or you are a performing artist. So guys, as you can see that in your case, Mercury has also got the rulership. It has got the rulership over your 8th house, but it has also got the rulership over your 11th house as well. So I would say that during this time, some sudden opportunity, last minute travel can be arranged, and any of the travel undertaken by you during this time will be very harmonious for you, harmonious for your business, or good for bringing more deeper bond of understanding with your partner. So overall guys, it's a very healthy, it's a very constructive, good transit for you. The best part here is that if your mind has been struck on negativity, on the obstacles, on nitpicking, all of that will be a matter of the past, and you will find a relief. It's like a big burden of stress from your head will get removed. Now guys, for all these Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that Mercury in your case has got the rulership over your 7th house and your 10th house, and it is going to be transiting in your 6th house. So definitely guys, this is a kind of a typical transit which will definitely benefit all those people in whose line of work there is a lot of the multitasking which is involved. Like specifically if you're working in a financial field, in a accounting field, or any of the fields of designing, communication, health, fitness industry, this is going to be a very beneficial time for all those people. Second thing is that guys, as you can see that the 10th house lord and the 7th house lord is going to be transiting in a favorable sign in the 6th house. So that in itself is a very good time for multitasking or taking some important decision at your work front. Or let's say for example, if you are in that top management, so any of the projects handled by you during this time, executed by you during this time, so you will be able to get the pulse of your team, all the juniors and subordinates or the partner agencies who are working with you in any of the project. You will be able to multitask, make everyone happy, or handle things in a very efficient way. So overall guys, it's a very good transit. The best part over here is that when Mercury was there in your 5th house in the influence of Rahu, that was a very kind of a typical yoga where our mind is not functioning in a constructive positive way. Like mind is struck on negativity, very deluded, very illusionary thoughts are coming to you, you're not able to handle things. So now it's going to be a matter of the past. You will get the clarity of doing and executing the job in a right way. Now guys, for all the Capricorn Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case, Mercury is a very favorable planet for you guys, and now it is going to be transiting in a favorable house as well. So guys, in the original Kalpurush Kundli as well, Mercury does not find itself at peace whenever it is in the 4th house. So during this time or from the past couple of weeks, not only Mercury was transiting in your like 4th house, it was in an enemy sign, it was under the influence of Rahu as well. And guys, we cannot even overlook this fact that for your ascendant lord goes through debilitation in the Aries, which falls in your 4th house. So I'm very much sure that in your domestic life, if you have been subjected to many confusion, misunderstanding, pressure, or deep inside you were kind of finding yourself a bit lost from the past couple of weeks, so things will now start taking a positive turn for you. So definitely guys, whether you are a student, whether you are an artist, any of the concerns of speculation, investments and all, important restructuring at your professional front as well, or you are a very yogi kind of person who is only aligned towards chanting, mantra, devotional practices. So overall, it's a very healthy, constructive, positive transit of Mercury in your 5th house for all the Capricorn Lagna natives. And also guys, for all those people as well who are in a relationship and all as well, so you'll be able to have some very pleasing, very kind of relaxing and good time you will be able to spend with your partner as well within the relationship. Now guys, for all the Aquarius Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case as well, Mercury is a very favorable planet, and now it is going to be coming out of the 3rd house from the clutches of Rahu, and now it is going to be transiting in your 4th house. So guys, as you can see that although in certain cases for the Aquarius Lagna, Mercury's transit in the 3rd house has got a potential and capacity to generate some good results as well, only if it is being utilized in a constructive way. Because whether we talk about Mercury, whether we talk about Rahu, somehow both of these two planets have got this capacity to generate some good results whenever they are transiting from the 3rd house. But guys, now as you can see that Mercury is going to be conjunct with Sun in your 4th house. So specifically guys, for all those people who are connected with the dairy business, agriculture interest, or farming interest, I mean to say anything to do with the construction, real estate, buying and selling of vehicles and all, fast moving consumer goods, all those people will definitely get benefited. Guys, the good part over here is that you will definitely find that deep within your inner monologue will instill right set of thoughts will drive you or put you in the right direction. And yes guys, some sort of banter, good time, camaraderie within the family environment, with the family members, like even if during this time you want to organize or host a party, invite your friends and your family members. So overall it's a good energy, it's a good time for all the Aquarius Lagna natives. And lastly guys, for all the Pisces Lagna, so guys, in your case, finally Mercury is going to be coming out of your second house and it is going to be getting conjunct with Sun in your third house. So guys, as you know this thing that from the past couple of weeks, when Rahu, Jupiter, your ascendant lord, and Mercury was there in your second house, it was a kind of a sensitive energy, because in your case Mercury also has got the rulership over your seventh house as well. So I will not be surprised if from the past couple of weeks you have been subjected to any of the misunderstanding with your partner. Over there your joint family, immediate family might have been contributing towards that. So if you have not been subjected to those misunderstandings within your relationship, within the immediate family environment, I would say count your blessings. If you have not been subjected to any Ponzi scheme or any of the fraud or scam kind of things, count your blessings. But guys, the good part over here is that it hardly matters in which sign Mercury is transiting, although in this context Mercury is transiting in a friendly sign, but its transit in general, in a nutshell, in a third house is considered as very good. So whether you are a freelance person or you are a independent business owner, performing artist, sales, media, marketing, whatever your interests are, over there you will be able to multitask things well, you will be able to initiate some important projects as well. Friends, family will prove to be very supportive during this time. So overall guys, I would say even any of the short journeys or travels will also prove to be very rejuvenating, very relaxing for lot many Pisces Lagna natives. The good part over here is that guys, Mercury, which represents the way our mind function. So from the past couple of weeks, if you have not been able to think clearly, and there were a lot of blockages in the smooth flow or in the very crystal clear thinking. So now with this entry of Mercury in your third house, you will find that clarity in your vision for your growth, for your financial prospects, and definitely over there as well, friends, family now will start contributing very healthy for your growth. So guys, for further more updates and notifications on the divine signs of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyawad.